California State Senator Mark Leno is attempting to pass legislation that would allow children to have more than two parents. He is basically saying that we live in a world today where courts face diverse circumstances that have reshaped California families. This legislation gives courts the flexibility to protect the best interests of a child who is being supported financially and emotionally by those parents. It is critical that judges have the ability to recognize the roles of all parents, especially when a family is in distress and a child's security is a concern. So basically, he's arguing that not every family is the same. Parents divorce and then they remarry, and essentially that child might have four parents in that case, right? So should the step-parents have legal say or legal guardianship over that child? Does that make sense? And I think in a lot of cases it does.
I knew it, you libs. You start with a gay marriage. Now everybody's got 28 parents. And then what's next? Okay? What next? You know what's next? I know it. Farm animals.
Oh, God.
Next thing you know, they're going to start having kids.
Conservatives are basically arguing that this is getting rid of the traditional family structure. We're moving further away from that. But I'm going to say something that actually might be controversial, right? Let's focus on the polygamists for a second. Is polygamy really that big of a deal?
Controversy.
I don't think if consenting,
I knew it. Libs.
No, if consenting adults decide that, like, let's say there's a man, he wants to marry two women, and they're totally in favor of it, and they have children together. What's wrong with that if they agree to do that?
Aha! I knew it. See,
but tell me how that's going to harm society in any way, shape, or form.
Aha! See? No, look, polygamy. Look, it has a downside, right? So I always wondered, the Mormons that used to do it back in the day. No, some fringe ones still do it. But anyway,
is incest an issue?
No. I was like, where the hell do all the boys go? Because if you've got like 28 wives and you're one dude, well, where's the 27 other guys? And it turns out they kick them out. So like they will like take some of the sons and they'll actually just kick them out of the community and let them fend for themselves. It's horrible.
I get it, okay? And that is horrible. But like, let's say we legalize polygamy in the United States. What are we gonna do? Like, throw the men out of the country? Like, go to China? Like, what are we gonna do? Go to
Canada? And then they go to Canada, they're like, oh, geez, it's pretty good.
That's true.
All right, anyway. So I get all those downsides. But nonetheless, I think that if they consent, yeah, I don't think that there is a problem with polygamy. If the two girls or two guys want to marry one girl, have at it, Oz. I wouldn't go in that direction. But good luck. I mean, Jesus. Imagine having four wives. Like in Islam, you're allowed four wives.
Why would you want four wives?
Oh, jeez. How many times do you have to take out the garbage in a week? Okay. Like, okay, I'm playing. Anyway, so in this case, though, it's not even polygamy. If you got father and you got a stepmother, and they want to be part of your life, I don't even see the problem. Of course they should.
It's kind of incredible that we need legislation to address this. I didn't even think it was a problem. I always assumed that if you are a step parent, you still have some parental, decision making. You can play an active role in that child's life, whether it's visiting him or her at the hospital or picking him or her up from school or taking him or her out of class early, whatever it is. But it turns out that no, that's not the case.
So in the end, they're going to say, aha, you're for more parents. Yeah, I am, if they're his actual parents. I'm not saying go find Bob off the street and make him, Susie's parent for no reason, right? But if they're stepmother and stepfather, yeah, of course, then they should be part of his family. I don't even see the controversy, but,
No controversy.
But, of course, they'll make one. No question.